Hello and welcome to my channel. As you can see from the title, I am going to be answering your questions. At the end of last week's video and on my Instagram, I asked you guys for some questions. Here we are today to answer them. I'm gonna start with the question that I literally got asked 3 times on Instagram. And it's funny that people ask me this on Instagram because it's actually in my bio. And it is, how old are you? I am 22 years old. I was born on the 4th of October, 1997. I don't really know if loads of people were asking me that because I look younger or because they thought I was old. So I'm hoping that it's because they thought I was younger. Another question that I got asked a lot on Instagram was, what would you do if you weren't a YouTuber? Is YouTube your job? If you weren't doing YouTube, what job / profession would you be most interested in? So to clear up any confusion, YouTube is not my job. I literally just do it for fun. I really enjoy making videos, filming, editing. I do it as a hobby. It is not my job. Another very popular one was, what kind of pet would you like? Do you like cats or dogs? I love dogs. I would much rather prefer dogs over cats. I absolutely love Pomeranians. I would love to have a little Pom in the future, hopefully. They're just so adorable. They look like little foxes. I just think they're beautiful. What is your favorite cereal? I would say my top 2 are the Flintstones, Cocoa Pebbles, and Golden Nuggets. Yeah, I love those. So I got asked this question around twice and it was, do you like Harry Potter? If so, your favorite movie, what house? I don't like Harry Potter, sorry, so I wouldn't actually know what house I would be in. Comment down below what house you think I'd be in. What was one of your favorite videos to work on? As much as it was super frustrating at the time and it was a big pain and it took so long for no real end conclusion, I'd say it was the low budget Build-A-Bear one. It was so frustrating, but it was like so funny at the same time. I think just the memory of us doing it and throwing the bears like straight in the bin. Oh no, maybe the gingerbread house one as well. I don't know, because it's the same type of vibe. We spent hours on it trying to make it look really good and everything just went wrong and then it ended up in the bin. So maybe one of those two. What is your favorite hobby? If not YouTube, I would say singing. I do love to sing, so that is another favorite hobby. Maybe one day I'll make a cover. I don't know, maybe. Do you have any tattoos? No. I get so bored easily that I feel like no matter what is on me, even if it has like, it's the most meaningful thing in the whole world, I think every day the more and more I look at it, the more I'm gonna be like, oh, I wish it kind of wasn't there. And I think it's because I've got so used to seeing my skin bare and empty that once something's on it, I'm like, oh, I don't know, that doesn't look right. What is your biggest fear? I definitely say bugs. Honestly, bugs. Watching everyone do the Bush Tucker trials on I'm a Celeb where like they're in like a coffin and like loads of bugs are going on top of them, that is my nightmare. And these bugs like crawling in their ears, their nose, I just couldn't do it. I hate bugs so much. So I'd say bugs is definitely my biggest fear. I also have a fear of falling. I don't really know how to explain it. Like a fear of falling off a building, even though I know I'm never gonna be at a position where I could fall off a building. But you know when you have those dreams where it feels like you're falling and it's horrible? They're not dreams, they're nightmares. Also, I fell really badly once and I had a concussion and a seizure after it, so maybe that's where my fear of falling has come in. I didn't even fall from like high. I fell from like me standing. Are you vegan or do you just prefer to eat vegan food? My diet is mostly pescatarian. I love seafood, I really do. I don't really like red meat. I'm not really a big fan of it. I could make a whole video documenting my troubles with red meat and the bloating that I suffer from it. That's the main reason why I try to cut out red meat from my diet completely. I mostly prefer veggie food. I genuinely love vegetables so much. So I just love like vegan and veggie food. Probably 3 or 4 years ago, I was eating a load of red meat and I felt horrific. Like every day I woke up super bloated. I went to bed super bloated. I was in agony. Like it was not good. Then I went to the doctor and they basically said that my body could be having a terrible reaction to red meat. At that time, I was like, okay, let me try cut it out and let's see what happened. The difference was huge. So I've just kind of continued that way. So I do eat fish in my diet, but I don't react the way that I did with red meat. If you could star in any movie, what movie would it be? The Hannah Montana movie. No, I'm joking. Maybe. That's quite a good one. It's not really a movie, but it's a musical. Ever since I was younger, I always wanted to play Kim from Miss Saigon because Lea Salonga is like my idol. Do you edit your videos? Yes, I do, and I use the most basic editing, as you can all see, but it gets the job done and I'm happy with it. It's not too complicated and I enjoy doing it. Where did you grow up? I grew up in Dubai and I actually have a video where I made like a big Dubai Q&A answering like a load of questions about it, what it was like growing up there, going to school school. So if you're interested, it's quite informative about like my life and how it was there, so check it out. What is your favorite Disney film slash character slash song? Oh, I love all the Disney princess movies, of course, but I really love Big Hero 6. Baymax is iconic, so he's a very good character. Song, I would say, I remember when I was younger and me and my mum always used to play the Aladdin soundtrack on cassette, and I always remember it because it's like, it was bright yellow, like it was this neon yellow cassette, and we always played it in the car when I was growing up, so I would say anything off the Aladdin soundtrack. What is the key to a healthy relationship? I would definitely say a lot of trust, communication, mutual respect, also a lot of love. You need to trust your partner, and I think communicate and open up with them if things are like upsetting you, or you know, they should always be there as someone that you want to talk to, and you should never be afraid to open up to them and want to speak to them about stuff. You know, a good sense of humor in a relationship is also very healthy as well, so I'd say those things. What do you do whilst Callum works slash streams? Whilst Cal is streaming, so Cal streams on Twitch. If you didn't know, you should go watch him from 1 to 5 every day. Well, apart from Monday. Mondays are days off. During that time, I'm either filming, editing, thinking of new ideas, other content that I'm looking to put out within the next few weeks and how I'm wanting to film it. Every day I do a workout from 3 to 4 p.m. So I do a 1-hour workout whilst he streams. I then shower, and that's basically it really. I'm kind of like working and switched on, so I don't really relax. I don't like sit and watch TV. We watch TV and play games when he finishes, so I'm basically in work mode until then. What's your favorite memory with Callum? Again, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, of course, like that's so cliche, like of course. Honestly, I'd say our first proper date, not when we were like hanging out and getting to like know each other, the first time that we went out on a date together, and we went for mini golf, we went for drinks, we went for dinner, and it was that time where like we knew we wanted to pursue this relationship as more than friends. And I remember at the time I was kind of playing hard to get, and well, to be honest, I wasn't sure if I wanted to be in a relationship, and I was texting my best friend Michelle, and I was like, oh my god, like Cal's coming to Liverpool, he's taking me out on a date. But I kept calling it a friendly outing to Cal. It's just a friendly outing, like it's no big deal, like let's not make a deal out of it. And then we went for dinner at Michelle's house, so it was me, Cal, and then Michelle and Martin, which is Michelle's boyfriend. And Michelle was like, oh, so how was your date? And Cal was like, date? Mitch kept calling it a friendly outing, and Michelle was like, no, she texted me saying it was a date. And I was like, oh no. I was like, I've just been outed. My best friend has just outed me. But yeah, it was the time that I was like, oh, I actually want a boyfriend. What is your favorite song? Love your videos so much. Oh, thank you. I'm honestly so happy that you guys are enjoying the content that I'm putting out. It means so much. In terms of my favorite song, Latch by Sam Smith and Disclosure. My favorite song. I was lucky enough to see them live twice, and I loved it. It's my favorite song. Now we'll move on to some of the ones on YouTube. Do you watch anime? If so, what is your favorite? Psycho-Pass. My favorite. And I also love Sword Art Online. I love them. What is your favorite video game? Ratchet and Clank on PlayStation 2. The best game, hands down. I love it. I mean, we still play it on like PlayStation 4. I just love that game. It brings back really good memories of when I used to play it with my dad all the time, because when we got our PlayStation 2, Ratchet and Clank was the free game that came with it, and ever since then I just became obsessed. I was so excited to hear that they're bringing out a new one with the PlayStation 5. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. What is your zodiac sign? I am a Libra. Would you say you have an aesthetic? I kind of think you have a soft girl pastel orange thing going on, but that's just me. The pastel thing, 1000%. I love pastel colors, but I don't really know. What do you guys think? Do you agree with like the soft girl pastel colors, or what do you think? Let me know. I'd be curious to see. If you could only live with one product for a day, what would it be? It can be technology, makeup, coffee maker, etc. I'm tempted by coffee maker, but if it's for a whole day, I need entertainment. I'd say a Nintendo Switch, because then I wouldn't really need the TV. I'll just use the actual Switch, so it's still only one item. Yeah. What is the most awkward situation ever? When someone waves at you and in your direction, and you wave back, but they were actually waving at the person behind you. That is mortifying. And that's why whenever anyone waves, I never like wave back. I just kind of go like, That is honestly the most awkward situation, I think. I've never been in it often because I know better. I know not to start waving unless I'm 1000% sure. So there's quite a few questions here. How old were you when you had to wear your glasses? I was in primary school. Year 6, I think I had my glasses, but I didn't have to wear them full time. I only really needed them to see far away, but then I kept wearing them all the time and then my eyesight like weakened because of it. Are you ever gonna upload 2 times a week? I don't think so. I don't think at the moment. I think I'm at a really good schedule right now. Everything's like going really smoothly and I'm happy with it. So hopefully all of you guys are happy. Mich Mondays are here to stay and that's it. Did you ever believe you could get 10k plus subs? No. I think it surprises me every day I look at my laptop and I see the channel like dashboard for YouTube. I really didn't think it would happen. I didn't really think that over 10,000 people were going to be interested in what I'm talking about. I'm honestly like super thankful for everyone that comments on my videos, likes them, watches them. Thank you so much. What's your favorite food? Let's try and narrow it down in cuisine because otherwise I just can't pick a favorite. I love Mexican food. I also love Italian and I love Asian cuisine. Those are all my favorites. So any dishes in there, my favorite. What is your favorite drink? Water. Water is my favorite drink. If I had to pick another drink, I would pick Coke Zero or Sprite or Mirinda. But other than that, something I drink every day at home. Water. What color would you dye your hair if you could? I've honestly always wanted to have really dark black hair, and that's because my mum has really beautiful black hair and I've always wanted the same, but I really like the color of my hair, so I don't think I will ever dye it. I've never dyed it in my life. I've never had highlights or anything. What is your favorite thing to do with Callum in both lockdown and in normal times? In lockdown, probably play Nintendo Switch, have movie nights all the time. Outside of lockdown, date night. I miss date night. Where is somewhere you would love to travel one day? The Maldives. It always looks very stunning, so I would love to go. What's your favorite thing to do or bonding with your mum? I love spending time with my mum. I love going out for lunch with her, watching movies or films. We like the same type of genres, so it's so easy to watch things with my mum because I know she'll enjoy it as much as I will. So that type of stuff, and like shopping. I love spending time with my mum. She's like my best friend. What inspired you to start a YouTube channel and what advice do you have for starting YouTube? So what inspired me was I really love filming something and then editing it. I love the whole filming to create something as a process and create something that was about me, creating content that I would watch if other people were making it. And that is honestly the main reason why I even thought about it, is because I was like, oh, imagine if someone made a video where they did this. That would be so funny. That would be so good. I'd watch that. And Cal was like, why don't you just do it then? Why don't you be the one to do it? And that was it. It was that simple. And that kind of leads in hand with like the advice on starting a YouTube channel. Do what you like to do. You have to create something that you're going to enjoy the whole process, not just filming. You have to sit and edit for however long it's going to take you and, you know, enjoy it. And once it's up, it's up. So you have to be proud of what you've put out. If you continue doing what you enjoy and what you like to do, then it's always going to be fun. I enjoy filming. I enjoy editing. It's just a load of fun for me because I'm doing what I like to do. I would also say be consistent. For those of you that have followed this channel from the very beginning, you know I wasn't very consistent. I was uploading on like September and then I wouldn't upload again until November or December. I would take months and months off. Consistency is really key, so keeping to a schedule. And that's when I decided, I was like, okay, I'll upload every Monday at 8:30 p.m. I think as well, stick to it. If it is something that you really enjoy doing, don't give up. Even if you don't have many views or many likes or many people subscribing, there will always be that handful of people that do enjoy your content, so make it for them. As long as they're enjoying it, that's all that matters. And honestly, that's why I'm so thankful that all of you guys that watch and like support the channel really do enjoy what I'm making, and I hope it continues. I hope you guys will always enjoy the content that I'm making because I genuinely love doing it. Any advice for starting year 11 soon? And there was another one which I saw. How did you find school? Kind of last year's, as I'm nervous about pressure as you get older with exams and choosing what you want to do. So in terms of year 11, you're looking to pick your A levels or your AS levels. For the subjects that I chose to do at GCSE, obviously minus the core ones like maths, science. I did drama, media, geography, and Spanish. So for when it comes to A-levels, I picked drama, media, and English lit and language. So that was like one subject. So I picked those. And the best advice is to play to your strong suit. So I did really well in drama, media, and in English. So those are the subjects that I got straight A's in. So obviously I was like, I'm going to continue them for A-level, but also that's kind of the career path I wanted to go down. I know it's kind of scary thinking about your future, but it's something you kind of have to do at those like end of year times of high school, because you need to think about, if you want to go to university, what do you want to study? So for me, I studied media culture and communication. Obviously having media, English, very helpful. That's kind of how I thought about it. I was like, I need to choose the subjects that are going to help me in later life wanting to go to university. And if you don't really know what you want to do or what career path, pick subjects that you like and that you're good at. Don't try pick something that you're gonna try and see if you're good at, because GCSEs, A-levels, they're really important grades, and it's kind of like that's not really the time to test the waters, if that makes sense. That's what I thought personally. And in terms of the pressure, I know there can be a lot of pressure at the end of high school, trying to get the right GCSE grades in order to get into the A-level courses, and then trying to get the good A-levels to go to uni. Study hard. Do the reading they give you, do the homework, do the drafts. Another important thing is to really take the teacher's advice. If they're telling you rewrite this because this is this, or add more detail in section A because this is that, they know what the examiners are looking for. They are really there to help you. They've done it 1,000 times, you know, they've seen years of students do this exam. Ask questions. If you need help, ask them for it. That's what they're there for. So never feel that you can't ask them for it. And I know it's one of those things that your parents always say, but you know that saying where they're always like, at the end of the day, you're only failing yourself or whatever. It's true. Like if you don't do well, that's on you. Especially when you go to university, you don't have parents' evenings. That doesn't exist. It's all on you. If you put in the work, the end result will be what you want. Honestly, try your hardest. There was a load of questions, so also a very big thank you to everyone that has asked me a question. I kind of got a bit confused because I was getting through Instagram ones and YouTube comments and they kind of all blurred into one. So I'm really sorry if I didn't answer your question, or if you have a question that you'd want me to answer in the future, I will definitely do another Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was fun to kind of get to know me a bit better. Next week's video is a cooking video. Yes, it is a 3-ingredient recipe. So until then, I will see you when I see you.